Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. Well, coming to the stock market, definitely we had a holiday yesterday, but the global markets were open. If you look at a day before yesterday, the Nifty opened with a big gap up, and from there we could see a fall continuously. Yes, so we could see the Nifty actually closing at 17,656. That was a big fall, and from there, the market closed in India, and then the U.S. markets opened day before yesterday. I would say after that there was a huge rally. There's a huge rally in the US market, and we could see the SGX Nifty actually going about 17,950. Yes, so that was yesterday. But then after that, yesterday evening, after the US market opened, there were some important results that came out. So there were important results after the Indian markets closed last. I would say the important results that came in the US markets were Alphabet, Microsoft. Alphabet is none other than Google, and then Microsoft, and then there was Meta, that is the Facebook, coming up with their results. So out of all these results, Microsoft had a bad day. Microsoft was kind of okay, but Meta, that is Facebook, had a bad day, as well as Alphabet. So both of their earnings per share were actually much below compared to expected, and that actually broke the market yesterday. So we could see big selling in the US, especially the Nasdaq, where the tech stocks are actually the one that actually fell more than 2% last night. But still, the day before yesterday's rise was, not broken in the US market, and that's exactly why we could see the positivity still in Indian market. In fact, we could see Meta falling down by almost more than 7% in the day, and we could also see, Nasdaq also falling down by almost 2%. So same thing with the Alphabet, Google stock. So Google also went. So these are two heavyweights in the Nasdaq, and that definitely proved to be a problem. And we could see Nasdaq falling down. Nasdaq was down. Dow was kind of slightly positive, but S&P 500 was kind of again slight negative. I would say Ford also came out with results, and Ford actually reported losses. And meanwhile, just for information, the famous model Fiesta from Ford has been discontinued. So that is coming to the end of Fiesta era in Ford family. So with all this, things were kind of slightly negative. But then, as we see this morning, the index futures have actually gone up. Yes, Dow futures are actually already up in this morning, and we could see the Asian markets also reacting positively. So that is something kind of good, I would say. And not only that, if you look at SGX Nifty, SGX Nifty is already indicating an opening above 17,900. So 17,900, it was indicating almost 17,930 in the morning, but then it has been slightly falling since then, and kind of it is settled around 17,910. So probably we could see an opening close to 17,900. It could be slightly below 17,900 or slightly above 17,900. So anything which is opening below slightly 17,900 can be an important resistance. But if it opens slightly above 17,900, then 17,900 can be taken as a support as well. So this is an important level to be watched, because the next major resistance for Nifty is at 18,000. So, the results in India have always been good. So, all the companies that have come out with results are kind of, majority of them have been good, and, things are positive in the Indian side. But then it is the US side which is kind of freaking out. So, US markets are kind of freaking out after, heavyweights have reported bad results. I would say not bad results, but then comparatively, the results were not as per expectation. So this actually can be seen as a positive in US. Why? Because there are investors who are considering that a bad earning from such heavyweights can actually put some support to the Federal Reserve, and that might actually make them dovish and probably reduce the interest rates. So that is something which is actually the expectation in the US, and this can lead to some more rally in the US. So that is something, there's an expectation in the US market. And if that happens, naturally the Indian market also can be stabilized and can be moving further. Just for your information again, Indian market is very close to its all-time high. Indian market Nifty was at all-time high of 18,600 last year October, and as on today it is close to 17,900. So we are very close to the 52-week high of not only 52, the all-time high of Nifty. But if you look at the US market, the US markets are at the 52-week low. And with all this, if at all US market gets some positivity, there are chances Indian market can actually shoot up. and that's something that could also be an expectation. So nothing to be, don't be surprised if that actually breaks out, Indian market breaks out and even goes higher. But then, is this a point of time to do that, rally? That is a big question mark, because all these are only expectations. The final result would actually come on November 1st and 2nd, when we have the Federal Reserve meeting coming up in the US. So that would be in major focus. So with all that, I would say, main thing, the entire world would be focusing on this 1st and 2nd of November meeting of Federal Reserve, where they might come up with all these details of their interest rate hike plan, and which can actually lead the market further. So until then, it is uncertainty that is prevailing in the market. So it is just a time for investors to continue to start investing in SIP mode, as we always have been doing. So apart from that, if you look at today is the expiry, the monthly expiry of October, and in October that we have seen Nifty actually rallying higher. There are chances of some short covering coming in, and that could actually lift up the market. But then after that, we could also see the markets kind of falling. So I would say today might be a flattish to definitely volatile, but a flattish to probably slightly negative closing for the day is what I'm expecting. So let us see how things go. Based on how the market is turning out, we will be taking trades. Of course, as on today, we are not holding any trades in the gold club. So we should be getting into some new trade today. So that's the expectation for now. And apart from that, something very important to watch is the Bank Nifty, because Bank Nifty has actually scaled to its all-time high, and it's very important to watch if this can be actually taken as a support, or will it break down from here. So if the Bank Nifty breaks down, then we could see Nifty easily going down as well. Apart from that, the focus would be majorly on Reliance, because Reliance has been on a consolidation mode. In fact, after the results, we could see a gap down opening in Reliance, but then that was bought into. So if at all Reliance again starts making a move upwards, then even Bank Nifty making a move down will actually be supported. So that's also in major focus. So these are two focus stocks, and apart from that, major focus would be on IT sector, where we've been seeing that Infosys, Tech Mahindra, and TCS have been doing well. So if that continues, then probably we could see a flattish to slightly positive. But of course, being a monthly expiry, definitely expecting huge volatility in the market. So we trade cautiously for that. So with that, wishing you all a great expiry and a great day ahead. This is Srikant, Rajan signing off until we catch up on the next podcast tomorrow morning. Goodbye. Have a great day.